Hello, welcome to Strappy Sundays, your seminar to use the strap. So today we are going to work the hamstrings. These positions, they really help to elongate the musculature of the body, but they're also supporting the pose because it's not always easy to either hold the leg in these various positions, and it might not always be the most advantageous to hold behind the leg as opposed to using the strap around the foot. So grab a hold of your strap. You will fold it in half and then lie down on your back. So you'll take the strap and place it around the bottom edge of the ball of your foot. You don't want it right in the middle because that will end up pulling on the toes, but just a little bit lower, definitely not the arch of your foot. And then extend the leg in towards the sky. If your strap tails are long enough, you could hold up here, but again, if they're long, might as well rest your elbows. And then really aiming to get the ankle over the hip so that as you move through various positions, you can work from the center space to a more extended. So let's actually start with that positioning. As you're holding the strap tails and you get the that solid foundation, you could pull on the strap a little bit. It'll give you some stretch in your calf. Just make sure that your knee is soft. We don't ever want to cram the knee back. That would be more like hyperextension, and that's not good. So you can create a little bit of tension here so that you physically feel the bone melting down into the hip socket. To gain a little more length through the medial hamstring, you would pull the arms towards you just a bit. So we're not really changing the pressure, but that being said, you'll feel a sensation shift in the pressure that you're holding the strap. It'll move either more into the hamstring or more into the calf. It just depends on where and how you hold your tension. Then from there, take your right hand and reach up as high as you can comfortably. We don't need to lift off the mat or anything. Just reach the arm up. And this, just like everything else that we've done so far, it's a lot easier to slide the hand out than it is to cinch up. So that's why we start close to the foot. Left knee can be bent. And then, of course, if you want more sensation, the leg will be long. And that's really for either of these positions. If you take the strap and pull the leg open, this is where you can really support the posture here because, again, it's not always easy to hold the foot. If you bend the elbow, then you can rest it on the ground, and then you've got a little bit more of a grip through the hand here. But now we're opening that inside hamstring. And then to come up and switch sides, it's essentially the same thing. We find that position over the hip, reach up with the left hand. You'll notice that the leg comes closer to you a bit, and then we take the leg across the body. Now this is nice because you can hold here at this sort of awkward angle to get more into the IT band and up through the outer calf, but you could also bring the leg all the way around for more of a long leg supine twist. And with the support, you're not only getting that stretch through the right leg, but you could play with straightening the bottom leg, in this instance the left. You could bend the knee and grab a hold of the foot so that you're in more of a bound supine twist. There's so many options, but the position stays the same. The strap is over the bottom edge of the ball of your foot. Now, let's say that we want to get into the health and strength and mobility of the ankle and all of those smaller muscles in the calf leading into the ankle. I'm just going to switch sides here. We'll take the strap and place it over the bottom edge of the ball of the foot and reach the leg up. And then I switched positions here on the screen because we keep the same position with the leg. However, right foot over hip, pulling the femur into the hip socket. However, what we're doing here is now we're doing this little play with the hands, with the strap. So you could pull just a little bit more on the right And what will happen is that pinky toe edge side comes up towards the ceiling. And this is going to give you a whole range of sensation down the left leg. And I do encourage you to come across the body here because it will change the dynamic of the stretch. Of course, you could stay totally in line with the hip too. So different movements, you could do little figure eights here. It just gives you different sensation. And that's really what we're after. Then instead of pulling with the right hand, we pull just a bit with the left. So again, the leg stays center, but now we're moving the ankle and the foot into E version. This won't go as deeply, and that's a good thing. We don't want collapsed arches. But now we're pulling the pinky toe side of the foot towards us as that inner arch and big toe reaches up. And so now all that sensation is on the inside of the ankle and the calf. And then same thing, if you pull just slightly across the body, it's not even 20 degrees, you'll get that nice deep feeling of stretch. And this is one where you could open and crisscross and do those figure eights again. Just again, finding sensation. That's really what we're after here, to stretch the smaller muscles within the calf and the ankle. And then before we come out of it, we always just want to neutral out stacking. One more thing that you could do is to shimmy that strap now just above the front side of the heel. So again, we're not directly over the middle of the arch, but more the heel. And we do that so that we can then push the ball of the foot forward, like we're like pulling into a ballet point shoe, or you can think of it as like pushing on the gas pedal, just really working that point of the foot. And then maybe curl the toes, and you'll get this beautiful sensation down the front of the foot into the shin. And this is where we get a lot of shin splints. It's that same area. So this is a good way to kind of stretch that out. And this is another one you can move just slightly across. You can create movement in the ankle. Yeah, so circles, point, flex, tick-tock the leg, all these different ways of getting into the hamstring. And then of course, we did do that supine twist if you choose to go there. So that is using the strap for the hamstrings. As always, if you have questions or comments, drop them in the comment section below the video, or you can reach out to me personally, and I will see you soon.